welcome back to another episode on Anxiety Doesn't Own Me podcast. My name is Emmanuel Isaacson, and I'm an anxiety coach who helps people to overcome and heal their anxiety naturally. On today's episode, what I am going to be talking about is how whenever we're struggling with anxiety, a lot of us, I think most of us, we feel completely alone. We feel as if nobody, no matter what, we try to explain to them what we're going through. We try to express them in such detail and to try to make them understand what we're going through, and that nobody understands what it feels like to go through anxiety. And it's so difficult. It's so difficult to deal with that, to not have somebody around you that understands what you're going through. Because a lot of them, what they do is that they tell you like, oh, what's the big deal? It's just anxiety. You're just nervous. You have nothing to be nervous about. You're in a safe place. What are you scared about? You have everything around you. You're at home. Why are you freaking out? Why are you having a panic attack? It's not such a big deal. And what it does, it makes us feel really bad about ourselves, and it really puts us down. But not even that. They also provide us the wrong advice in showing us what to do, because they don't really understand what we're going through. They don't really understand what it feels like to have anxiety, and they provide the wrong advice. On top of that, even more than that, is that we feel completely alone in this situation. And I remember whenever I was going through anxiety, how difficult that was, just that point, just to find somebody. For me personally, was just to find somebody who understood me, to make me feel like I wasn't going insane, to make me feel like, hey, Manuel, you're normal. It's fine what you're going through. It's okay to feel this way. You're not going insane. Just to find someone like that was like, I don't know how much it was worth to me. It was just like priceless just to find somebody, because every single person that I would go up to and that I would speak to them about my situation, they would look at me in this blank face like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Trying to explain it to my family members, and they have no idea what I am talking about. They're like, okay, why are you feeling this way? Why are you crying for no reason? Why are you having panic attacks? What are you afraid about? What are you depressed about? What are you anxious about? That's what they used to tell me. And it would make me feel really dumb. Like, listen, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm not making it up. It's not like I choose to have. It's like, yeah, I want to feel this way and I choose to be this way. No, it's not something that I want. I want this thing completely gone. I want this thing out of my life. I just want someone to understand me, to give me clarity. Like, hey, Emmanuel, this is what you're going through, to make me feel much calmer. And I remember even a therapist. I remember even going to a therapist, and I went through multiple therapists just to find the right one. He even told me, it's like, I have no idea what you are talking about. And it made me feel like, oh, wait, am I insane? Because I had DPDR over then, was a very high level where I had DPDR the entire day, and it wouldn't like beforehand it would go in and out, and now it's just consistent. And that really freaked me out when he told me this. Like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm like, didn't you go to school for this? Isn't this what your profession is? You're supposed to know this. I'm telling you my symptoms. I'm telling you my thoughts, whatever I'm experiencing, and you're looking at me like I'm crazy. It made me feel like I was insane, and I'll never forget that. I was like, this is the biggest mistake that I have ever made, and all I want to do is go home. And I was scared. I was scared to go to another one because of this situation, because of this experience. But eventually, whenever I did find somebody, it automatically, I was like, finally, someone understands me. Someone understands what I'm going through. And I'll never forget that feeling. I'll never forget that. Looking at that person, looking at that social worker that finally understood me, it was like, I don't know, I can't even describe the feeling. I was like, finally. And this happened to me about, 13 years ago already, or coming up to 13 years ago. So back then, I wasn't able to find somebody. Like today we have social media, so you're able to find somebody who went through it, which again, it helps us to calm down. But more than that, we're looking for someone who overcame it, So whenever, for me back then, just to find somebody took me forever. And finally, whenever I did, it was someone who was actually able to help me, who was able to guide me and provide me with the right tools, the right techniques in order for me to control my anxiety. And that's what I was looking for, to explain to me, like, hey, Manuel, you're going through anxiety. That's what you're experiencing right now. This is what you're feeling right now. And it's perfectly normal. You're not going insane. I can't describe how that felt. I remember looking at him like, you understand me? He's like, yeah. I'm like, how? He's like, I went through it. I'm like, you went through this? You went through this. And I explained to him everything, all my symptoms, all my thoughts and everything. He's like, yes, I went through this and I know exactly what you're feeling. And I just want to let you know that it's perfectly normal to feel this way whenever you have anxiety. And that relief of just like, wow, that felt really good. Thank you so much. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, I'm not insane. There's somebody else like me. Just to have that comfort of somebody else going through what you're going through. And you don't wish this upon anybody. You don't wish this upon anybody. But you do wish that you have somebody to connect with. That's what we wish for. And this is why, guys, I have made the program. I remember a few episodes I talked about the life coaching program. So I have made the Anxiety Hack life coaching program available right now, where I will have weekly lives. It's going to be via Google Meets, where I'm going to coach you guys to be able to control your anxiety, to be able to calm your anxiety, to be able to know how to overcome it. Because number one, you'll have somebody who understands what you're going through. And number two, which is best of all, you have somebody who went through it and overcame it naturally. So I know exactly where to go, and I want to guide you guys. To take you from point A, where you are right now, struggling with anxiety, being in this dark hole, not understanding anything what's going on with you, not believing you're able to overcome it, to guide you through that tunnel, through that darkness, into the light, and show you that, hey, there is a way, that there is hope. That's what I want to do. So I created this program where it's going to be weekly lives. And after the weekly lives, we're going to have Q&A, where you can ask questions, get the answers that you are looking for, and to be able to connect with others. On top of that, I made a WhatsApp group specifically for this program so that we can ask questions throughout the week, connect if you're struggling with something. So you have people there, a community of people, and that's something that we need. That's something that I wish that I had. That we're going to have a community able to connect with one another, ask questions, help one another, share your story. So we not only with the live coaching, the weekly live coaching, we also have the WhatsApp group. And on top of that, I'm going to provide you guys with a free access to my pre-recorded videos on my course. You can get full free access to that whenever you join the program. Now, of course, I am not going to make this available for everybody. It's going to be a limited amount of space because I want to be able to focus on every single person to be able to help you guys to get you the help that you want. So it's going to be a limit of 100 people, because more than that, it's going to be a lot for me to handle. But it's going to be 100 people, and that's going to be the limit. So join the program before all the spots fill up so that you can get the right help. Because think about it this way. People go to therapy for years and years and years. And I've dealt with people. I've known even myself, where you get to the certain point, like, therapy isn't helping me anymore. Like, I'm not getting the right treatment. I'm still feeling the same. Why am I not getting better? It's because we don't, from my own experience and the people that I talk to and people that I dealt with, that they don't go to the deep core issues over there of what's the real reason if you have anxiety. What's the real reason you're struggling with anxiety? Because number one, again, they just learned it. But number two, they never went through anxiety and they never haven't got over it. So that is something that I've realized, even with, outside of anxiety. Let's say someone that has a very successful business, or someone that went to college to learn about business. I prefer going to the person who has a successful business than the one who just went to college to learn about business, because that person actually has the experience. He knows what it feels like. He knows what it feels like to be in the trenches. So it's better to learn from someone with experience than someone who just learned about it, because you have a much deeper understanding. And on top of that, going to therapy costs tremendous. It's a lot of money. It's about $100 to $150 to $200 a session. So think about it this way. Over here, you're actually saving money and getting the right help that you need in order for you to overcome your anxiety. And I want to provide you guys that, because I understand what your pain you're going through, and I want to help you guys overcome that pain so that you can live anxiety free. To sign up for the Anxiety Hack Life Coaching Program, I'm going to put the link in the description below. So click on the link, sign up, and I'll see you guys in the inside. Take care, guys. If you did like this episode, please click the like button and leave a 5-star review. The reason why I ask is because this way we're able to reach more people. And the more people that we can actually reach, the more people that we can actually help. Because my mission in this world, my purpose is to help people to overcome and heal their anxiety naturally and show them that it's possible to overcome. Thank you guys. Take care. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.